tournament life. They're down 1 map to nothing, and they would be, as Chad mentioned earlier, eliminated from this section of the spring split. They would have to play in the spring showdown in Madrid later on.
Definitely a rough way to go for sure. A lot of competition in that part of it, I'm sure, as well. Fallen with a single Molotov, very effective if you want to go for that B bomb site. There's this back all the way to the edge of the building where you can Molotov and always force somebody out. It's usually very effective. Plopsky, though, a little bit early. There's that Molotov exactly like I was talking about, all the way at the edge, and Fur will still get the kill, and now they're running it down. This is a problem. Twist, though, great response and a follow-up headshot, dropping Fallen. Just the USP, but he's getting a really clean line of sight into the bomb site.
Yeah, there's no more utility. They're going to have to challenge if they want to pick up the bomb. Good distraction from Taco, being planted, but now also being flanked out. I believe that's Nock, who's going to slowly come in from behind. He needs a kill quickly. No one from MIBR watching this, and that kill might take the attention away from this flank. Nock has all the time in the world, and he misses everything, but Twist is still here. A 4th kill for him in the round, and he is keeping NIP alive in the pistol. One more frag. It's Taco, and he's going to fall. Rez is on the board, and so is NIP.
That is so well done. Twist just, the raw aim. Everything in that punch for MIBR was aimed and Molotoving someone out, getting a couple of kills on the bomb side, planting and just playing the after plan. They did actually get one of the kills, but this is wild for Twist. That follow-up is great, but yeah, dropping the bomb bought them so much time. This is great.
And that kill, I mean, even opens up the opportunity. It distracts Taco so they can't double up on Twist. He did everything right. 1-0. But with the plan, MIBR is going to buy. As we know, Krieg in the hands of Taco, Scout on Fallen, and an AK on Fur. They got plenty of utility to do some creative things.
Yeah, definitely. And they got to be careful here as well, NIP. They don't want to be giving this one up. Just the lead. I mean, for once, it would be fun to see what this team would play like if they actually had a string of rounds, if they actually had an economy and could build any. We just haven't seen that yet.
Or just any amount of rounds that could give them some confidence. It feels like they haven't even been able to get into the flow with some of these games.
Yeah, this is the 4th map they're playing here at the Blast Premier, and it's just not even been possible for them yet. So maybe that could be a change of pace just a little bit. MIBR creeping up on that A ramp.
NIP has not gotten to double digits yet in any of their games here at Blast Premier. 7, 8, and 9 rounds total in the 3 maps that they've played.
They have a pretty good presence here at the A-bomb side, NIP. So that's something. They've saved a lot of their grenades. So a potential afterplant maybe decent. But that AK and the Krieg, I mean, once the bomb is down on this A-bomb site, you have to go and find people on that ramp, or you have to have enough grenades to make them irrelevant, and none of those things are easy.
Playing retake, a chance for MIBR to get this bomb planted, and we'll see what kind of craziness ensues. Here come the utility. The smokes, the Molotovs, and not going to throw one in return.
He's holding it. Is he going to try and Molotov the bomb? There's 25 seconds. I mean, this could be interesting. Yeah, throwing it in, grenading him right as it's going down. The grenades, but he did get the bomb plant a second earlier, and they would have denied it, and then there would have been panic. But I think that might still be pretty good for MIBR. A lot, I think, was riding on that grenade setup, and it's very creative out of the Swedish team. I actually love seeing that. Now, can they retake it in spite of the fact that it was a second late? A lot of people waiting for it. Fur gets actually just knocked all the way out of the building, and now the smoke is obscuring everything. Oh, they're already defusing it. 2 seconds left. Nock is going to get a kill, and they're just defusing right inside. That's great.
Oh, no, he needs to keep onto this Krieg. Needs to keep hold of it. And importantly as well, even surviving with the plant goes down, so Taco doesn't get screwed by no losing bonus, but 2-0 for NIP. And yeah, they had that by design, playing that retake, and you can see exactly why. The nades lined up to eliminate Fallen as soon as the bomb gets planted, in the smoke wall to set up for the retake after the fact. That was pretty solid from NIP.
And that was, I mean, I don't know if it's possible to time it even better, because they're waiting for the sound of the bomb plant before they start throwing the grenades, which makes a certain amount of sense.
Yeah, if you try and throw that Molotov too early, Fallen just bails out of the plant, and then the nades don't have any effect. The damage is not dished out well enough.
That was cool.
Another buy, though, and Kanji's going to come out on top. A good fight with the Krieg. Headshot onto Twist.
They have still 2 MP9s. So that's, also a little bit of a cause for concern. Everybody on the MIBR side, in spite of losing that last round, still have all head armor. So the MP9s are not going to be as effective as they otherwise maybe could be. And Fallen actually creating a lot of space in middle. He's not going to stick around, but if he gets this mid control on Vertigo, it's huge with the T side.
He's actually going to give it up at least this round, but it might be something he keeps in the back of his mind that it was available for him there. Just one defender at this A bomb site. It's Rez. Good utility damage, and he had a very, very quiet train. Obviously wanting to recover here on Vertigo.
Yeah, surely that's not going to happen again. Setting up for it, 40 seconds. You're right, Rez is alone. And he actually has no grenades either, so all he could really do, I think, is call for backup. The smokes are going to be coming in. You have to expect there might be another one coming. Taco actually clearing the angle. That's a nice headshot for Rez. Immediately taking down Taco. Now 25 seconds on the clock, and the bomb is making its way on the other side. They've got to be really careful here, MIBR. When it's this low, oh, they get him anyway. That was fallen from the ramp, taking Rez down.
And this time the Molotov goes too far, so the follow-up nade doesn't do the damage necessary, but the spam through almost does it. Low HP on KNG and Fur. There is 2 smokes that NIP can use, and they have kits, but I think they're going to bail out. Plopsky's so far away. Knock is gone. Lekro is going to be next up to back off, and this will be the first round for MIBR.
Just continuously applying that pressure. Losing 2 in a row, but the third one did it. Just want to point out that's 5 people. So you see how if you put 10,000 in a stadium, it gets wild.
Looking ahead to Rio.
Oh, definitely. 4th round. That's again. It's not done yet. NIP obviously they can still buy and everything, so don't want to sound the alarm too quickly.
Well, that's why the save came out so early, is because they just realized we have the money. If those 3 players survive, we can have a solid buy, a solid investment. 4 players with pretty much full utility, 4 players with kits, and all 5 with rifles. So strongest buy NIP could bring to the table. No AWPs in play just yet for either one of the teams.
But again, we just need to see NIP actually get this plane off the ground. It's been rolling down the runway for 2 days now, Jason. It's a long time to try and get speed behind it, and no takeoff yet. A little bit more aggressive though with Rez and a sort of 3-man setup around the ramp here. That could get very interesting.
Yeah, I'm interested to see the response of someone like Lekro if Rez is the one to make contact. How exactly is this going to work? Some spam coming through, not just being cautious. But this is a good defense, and actually doesn't even look like they're considering the possibility of Rez not in danger from this angle quite yet, and Taco's going to adjust to take care of this, and he's looking for it now. Rez is going to have a chance.
I'm wondering if Lekro and Nork are too far away to help him out. I guess Rez will just try and get a kill and run, not even try and stick around. The bomb is going the other way, though. So, there's Taco jumping up, and he's going to be a little bit quicker this time with the Krieg. Instant headshot to bring him down.
Now, that's not the biggest loss in the world. I mean, it's unfortunate to lose a player in that fashion, but it hasn't shifted the defense in any way. Plopsky is still pretty dedicated to this B bomb site. Twist still in CT spawn. He'll be fast for the support. Question is, how much can this added pressure, this fake cause? Lekro and Nox still haven't seen anyone, so the 2 B defenders are still there, and that's where the hit is going to come in. Mayern going to try an entry. Spots one in the bomb site, but it's Twist to grab from the other angle, and Fallen has the bomb just spamming through, trying to get lucky, but this is not working out for MIBR.
It's definitely not. There's 10 seconds left as well. I don't know how they're going to make this through. It's a 4 versus 3, but they need to get onto the bomb side, and yeah, completely denied. Heads up play for them. You're absolutely right. The fact that they didn't over-rotate towards that A bomb side and kept their cool over at B, that's huge. It's not as flashy, but that's a really good play.
It's because MIBR never pulled the trigger on the actual fake. They never committed bodies to that pressure that they were applying. It was just utility. So the defenders from NIP calling out constantly, we see no one at A. There is no attack coming. No reason for anyone at the B bomb site to shift in their position.
Pretty good jump from Taco there. Something very smooth about when you're crouched like that and you get a jump that's exactly the height of the box next to it, so you've really no recoil impact at all, and it's just you're just immediately ready.
Timeout called by MIBR. Zeus having a quick chat. 3-1 for the favor of NIP. Got some money behind Plopsky, got some money behind Nock and Lekro as well. For MIBR, this is everything. This is everything they can afford to invest in. Fallen's gotten up. He was fantastic, phenomenal on train.
Yeah, really, always so much fun to see Fallen in that kind of a mood, so yeah, more of that. You know, yesterday when they were playing against Liquid here at MIBR on this map, they actually did that cool boost where they, they throw Mayon off the side of the building and he lands around the B-bomb site. So
yep.
I would love to. It's such a high-risk play, but that's everything I want out of a match like this.
I'm sure it'll come back into play pretty soon. Nade does 25 damage to Fur, who's more than happy to challenge. Bit of a risky jump from Nock, but he's got at least preliminary information. And again, so much space for Fur to just kind of casually walk up, and the trade's not there fast enough. Lekro's gonna hold on. 2 kills for him, but it might not be enough. I mean, MIBR, they're not gonna commit to anything. At the moment, they're spread. KNG in mid. Mayern's working his way into the B bomb site, and Fallen is slowly backing away. He's gonna go join up with his teammates, and with the positioning that they have, it won't even matter that Fallen makes noise.
That definitely felt like a communication mistake for NIP. They should not be allowed to walk in and take that fight that close to the bomb site without even getting spotted here. But with KNG also getting a kill, Twist alone, and he's going to get caught. That's a good follow-up. Nice round out of MIBR. And
the bigger reason why it can't happen is, especially if it's that effective, 1 or 2 kills from Fur, you can see how difficult it is when spaces create on the other side of the map and MIBR have time to move into those gaps. Then if you want to rotate back, there's just way too many angles to clear, way too much time has to be taken, and KNG with that Krieg, I mean, just an unfair couple of fights for the NIP players.
And their money done almost immediately here. See NIP having to save into this round, only upgrading a few pistols along the way. I mean, this, again, still rolling down the runway. Those runways, they don't go on forever. They don't build them infinitely, Jason. It's not like one of those conveyor belt things where you can just keep going. Oh, Fur, that's not bad. He was ready for it. Eventually that
runway ends.
crashes into the icy river or something like that.
Slips right off the end. This is always fun to talk about for people who travel 200 plus days a year. Plant gonna go down. MIBR gonna tie things up at 3. NIP's gonna have money in the next round. I imagine they're gonna get an AWP. Lekro has the cash to drop it over after this round ends. And maybe that's the piece of the puzzle they need on the defense. Maybe that's what's going to give them the courage to challenge some of those deep angles towards the A bomb site, down the ramp, towards B, peering down the stairs. Something that the op can provide.
3-3, all tied up pretty early on here. Not an amazing economy that's been built on the T side yet, but it's starting to get there. With Fur leading the charge at the moment, 7-3. This is the kind of map where you have to think Fur is just loving every part of it. Just the constant temptation to be aggressive a little bit more. And I mean, if you do it at the right time, then the reward is probably winning the round. That's a cool flashbang going over the wall.
Here's the AWP, Fallen on the other side. No one swinging into the angle just yet, but there was a chance. Taco, he's tagged down through the wall, through the steel beam to 44, but Nock does not want to re-peek into the angle. You can understand why.
I think KNG was just watching outside of B ever so slightly, but Plopskis otherwise alone out there, and they're trying to keep their defense mostly A and mid-centric at the moment for NIP. So we'll see if they come for Plopski. I mean, the way that he's playing right now, I appreciate in the sense that he'll probably know. He's sort of just taking a quick look, and if he sees them and can fall back, maybe he could even buy time for his team to show up. He has got a smoke. He could buy a little bit of time here, and that's what they need. Fallen, or is he going to peek into it? He's almost done it. And shot misses, but that is close. And Plopski now, yeah, you need some backup here.
Oh, there's a massive gap in that smoke, though. Fallen might want to try and take advantage of that. Taco down very, very low. Waiting for a peek into the angle. Flashbang comes out. Taco still not challenging. There's the nade to finish him off. And Fallen's low as well. 18 health, but the gap and the smoke, it comes back to bite Plopski. Rez is here. Twist is here. Trying to hold on to this bomb site at MIBR. Still has not pulled the trigger on committing.
No, they're so slow, and that you have to think it's going to be backfiring. They're not boosting up into the middle. I don't think that's going to help them at all. It's the problem here is the time. 15 seconds on the clock. Fallen's still out there with that bomb, and I just don't think they can really make it through at this point in time.
I'm surprised they backed away. I was actually almost on the verge of really enjoying that. They have no time to get to the other side of the map. I thought that was going to be MIBR slowing things down to allow the defense to drift away, but NIP holds their nerve just long enough to keep themselves in the lead. 4-3.
That's one of those rounds that, you know, it's never going to be in a Plopski highlight reel because it just seems so insignificant, but not getting killed and putting up a smoke and just, you know, that just slowing them down. That's important. 4-3. And NIP, again, just need more. Just to get the next 2 or 3 rounds in a row. I want to see what the team looks like if that happens.
Well,
we haven't seen that ever.
You know, we haven't. Not in 2020 at least. It's been a brutal start to the year for them in this first event. MIBR has taken 2 timeouts in the first 7 rounds or 8 rounds of the game so far. Kind of indicates something's not going according to plan. They're not executing something just right, or maybe it's just Zeus noticing something that can get them there. Still some money in the MIBR side, though, even with that loss. Even if they lose the next one, they have some cash to work with. It's not the case, as we say so many times. I know it's a broken record, but their economy has just been so trash in every game we've watched them play.
It's rough, isn't it? Mayan going to be holding over at the B-bomb side here alone. That's what he did against Liquid a lot of the time. He was just playing this position solo, and I actually thought he did a really respectable job of it. It'd be interesting to see if they're going to try and challenge him or if he's going to be able to sneak in, because he did that at least one cool round against Liquid where he was sort of flanking them in the B-bomb side. Fallen goes down, and that was with the bomb over at the ramp. Immediate return, and actually Lekro gets dropped as well. That's not great. That was all the way over at the middle. KNG was sneaking in that kill.
Yeah, some aggression punished, and now Plopsky very much on his own. So is Rez, actually. Both the anchors at these bomb sites are on their own. Twist has to make a gamble. He's leaning towards Rez for the moment, so Plopsky cannot go down here. That's a stellar shot. That is fantastic to hold on in that fashion, but still everything under pressure. At MIBR, they can just fall away. Mayern's got that kill on Plopsky, and he's calling them all over because he has control of B, and Rez needs to get there quick enough to try and find a fight before all the numbers are here.
Yeah, he needs to, you know, pick them apart a little bit before the bomb goes down, or it's not going to happen. And Taco's actually already setting up for flanks. He's saying, right, if you even get one kill, I'm still going to shoot you in the back. Mayan with a nice round, a double kill for him, and MIBR 4-4. This is not great.
And it's the next disaster for NIP. It's back to saving for them. Not able to build up enough money. Again, just a single round one. Not able to string 2 together, and therefore the economy is just down into the dumps one more time.
Round number 9. You're absolutely right. Back to pistols it is. It's getting increasingly hard to watch. And they've tried a little bit, NIP. I mean, there's a couple of different things in this. I think in this first half so far, where they've been a little bit more aggressive. They've tried to take some things under their control, so I appreciate that at least.
Yeah, they have set up some nice stacks towards the top of this A ramp. They haven't always been the most effective, and unfortunately this time, the aggression is away from the point of attack that MIBR has in middle. KNG, Mayern, and Fur, all 3 players just controlling everything, and they're just going to walk in. It's Lekro and his lonely Deagle in CT spawn. He's the only one to guard against this play. One missed shot, and it's all over. It's lights out. Taco on the ramp, caught in the open, but he's got Fallen to protect him. Double kill for Taco, and KNG's going to clean up the last one.
Once the T side gets that mid control, that actually just is divide and conquer, isn't it? There's nothing you can't really do anything when you're in one of those bomb sites. It's just no fun at all. But I guess they had pistols, so hard to take it. Yeah, I guess too seriously if you're an IP.
Well, hard to be too critical of
Yeah.
their inability, right? Well, they're gonna have pistols again. 2 rounds in a row of pistols. That is just how bad the money situation is for the Swedes.
KNG could get a time of his life. Oh no, the timing might not work out. Fallen, that's not the best weapon to have in that scenario. KNG getting one more kill, but that AWP could be great if he could have had the kill immediately. Still, at least they're putting in some effort in this round.
Yeah, but I mean, MIBR is just going to throw bodies at the problem. You can see Fur just went up the ladder exactly where his teammates were all eliminated. He's going to have a very fast flank. No one has eyes on it just yet. And Mayern and Taco making plenty of noise, and for good reason. They want to lure those rotations from NIP back into the hands of Fur, who's now snuck into a very difficult spot.
He can easily help out anywhere on the map right now.
I don't even think they're going to go for this. The thing is, if Rez gives away his position, if he shoots once, Fur is going to turn and hunt him down.
Yeah, the odds is a sort of an indication of just the the dwindling confidence in NIP, it seems to be going lower all the time. I don't think there's anything to do in this round. I mean, I think saving the AWP would be much better than trying to...
Ooh, Furs just heard the running. Furs just heard... Rez has no idea. His teammates in this area, so that's the AWP taken out of their hands. A bit of a gift right at the end of the round for MIBR, because nothing is going in the favor of NIP.
This is starting to get really, really tricky. 6-4. MIBR now overtaking NRP by 2 rounds. Swedes have money again. They need to shut this down. Fur and KNG leading the board at the moment for the MIBR side with 9 kills each. And Fur was pretty good in the last map as well.
He's having a pretty good series. NIP is really struggling. 5 of the last 6 rounds going in the favor of MIBR on the attacking side. Twist with an AWP. This time in middle. Him and Fallen going for a bit of a duel.
He's really thinking about it, isn't he? Wants to turn that corner. He's so quick. Over peeking the ankle slightly. And Twist had it lined up and was thinking about it, but they do get some revenge at least.
Well, there's some aggression. Lekro taking the initiative, peeking down that ramp or the staircase towards B, finding one pick. Meanwhile, Taco is going to lead the way up the A ramp. Fallen and Fur close behind him. Mayern's a bit further behind. He can lurk in middle if he wants to.
But Rez is the sole player here. If this goes into a bit of a fight, there's not going to be any trading. Lekro's trying to fall back now, and I think they boosted up Nork over on the other side, but they're running out of time. Rez needs backup, and they don't even know it yet. They're still sort of thinking about that. Lekro, that's a strong headshot to begin with. Oh, they're not going to win the fight. That would have been huge. Mayen will stand on his own, and now the bomb is going to be planted, and Nork and Propsky, what do you do? Again, they don't have the money to throw away rifles, but at the same time, they can't keep giving away rounds.
Right, and but the problem is if they lose both of these guns here in an attempted retake, it's going to be another round of pistols for NIP, and that just feels horrible. Nades, utility not going to do much. Plopsky and Nock, they're going to back away. They want to at least have these 2 rifles and probably do a half buy on the other 3 players. Armor and Deagle, some light utility, but this is getting worse. 4 in a row now for MIBR.
It really, I mean, again, it's so, this might be one of the poorest teams in terms of just in-game economy. Is there a record for that? Is there a medal you can
I don't even think we have the statistics
to
figure that out.
What if we don't think of it as them being poor or anything, we just think of them as being, you know, like fiscally responsible. They they don't have a lot of money to spend, so.
Swedish taxes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's the real problem here.
You guys only get to play with 40% of the income.
It's rough.
I don't know how Fallen got that so fast. Twist is not a bad opera by any means, and he didn't even have the time to react. And that's the face of a coach who's just like, I don't know what to do at this point.
He was feeling it.
Timeout being called for NIP.
What do you talk about in a timeout like this?
Well, it's interesting
what
too,
do you say?
because that round, remember, it was a little bit of that tactical mind gaming. That was a round that NIP, I mean, Twist was in middle with an AWP. They obviously wanted to put to stop to mid, because when he goes down, 2 players. That was Nock and Lekro, who rotated over there to boost him up to get the information. And that's what leaves Rez all alone at the A bomb site. And that's why he has no idea they're walking all the way up the ramp, because if he goes down being aggressive, trying to find information on his own, then they certainly lose the bomb site. So NIP has that same kind of, pick your poison as they did on Train. And look at the pace. It's been picked up, but Plopsky's got all 3. A boost up, a reverse boost shuts that down.
It got shot down last minute.
One of 2 rifles they had.
If you go back and you look at where those corpses are in the corner, if they turn that corner, that A-bomb site's gone immediately. So if he doesn't get those kills right there, it's huge. Man, obviously 1 versus 4 can still do a lot of economic damage. But should not be winning the round.
No, and Lekro should be able to handle this. He's not even going to consider it. Double tap with the Deagle. 5th round for NIP, finally putting a stop to the streak.
They really almost made their way around that corner. Plopsky's great timing. Oh, he's going to get Fallen versus in the air, but look how close it is. I think even if this bomb just turns the corner, they can still pinch the bomb side. I mean, it's not going to be flawless, but man, that is amazing timing.
Yeah, well, I mean, also, they had to have heard all the utility. It's not like MIBR was keeping that a secret, right? It's just to be in the position for that kind of reverse boost. It's perfect for NIP. They need to continue it, though. Plopsky, I think, saw Mayern jump across. And Mayern's already made it through that smoke, so control of the staircase. Rez has had a tough time in this position. He's lost 2 critical fights from here.
Grenade seemingly not really doing much of anything. Not sure why. But yeah, they're on the A ramp. This is such a similar style as to the one they were playing as Liquid, with 4 of the MIBR members on one side. Oh, and he gets the kill on Plopsky. That's a massive battle to be winning.
And that puts the NIP defense into all sorts of hectic nature. That is the sole defender at the B bomb site, so Twist had to hustle back, and he has no idea what's happening. He's taking a big risk getting into the site itself. Meanwhile, still pressure, and Fallen has so much time to sit in this position with the AWP. That's going to be tough for NIP, this defense, to handle.
Yeah, still a minute on the clock. Still have 3 smokes and 2 Molotovs, so they can absolutely take this bomb site more or less whenever they want it. They just need to put down the grenades, and there's not going to be much space to stand on if you're NIP. I'm thinking about it right now. Mayern has actually joined them here, so I guess that's the only thing is if someone from NIP was feeling brave enough to go check outside of B, maybe that could give them information, but that's a hard play to make in a 4-on-5. Smokes, Molotovs are coming in 30 seconds now, and they started to make their way around the corner. Lekro playing really far forward. I think so far forward that no one can really help him out, so it's a bit of a Lone Ranger mission for him at the moment. He's inside the smoke, and that's going to clear any second. Rez with the 1 kill on Fallen and Lekro. Now is definitely your chance. They're coming up behind him as well. 15 seconds on the clock. He turns around, and the bomb goes down. Oh my god, the 180! Lekro, another kill! 3 in a row, and that is going to be it. I can't believe he made that work.
No.
KNG drops at the end. That was so unlikely.
That was spectacular from Lekro, and you can see he knows there's someone at A ramp. He does not want to turn around until he hears that bomb being planted, and he stops it. He does everything. This is so brutal. Fur never committing to that peek. He thought Rez provided just enough distraction to prevent Fur from peeking all the way up that ramp. If Fur commits to that fight and actually clears that corner, it's at least a trade. Taco at least gets that trade and then gets the bomb planted. And yeah, finally something for Threat to cheer about. He's had to listen to the MIBR fan section this whole time.
He has, yeah. They've been shouting him down. That's, I don't know. I would have bet money that was not going to turn out that way. Especially when they start walking up behind him. Like, even if you win that fight, so what?
I think Rez even gets that first kill through the smoke.
Yeah, probably.
And if you're NIP, you'll take any bit of luck that goes your way at this point. 7-6, a 1-round lead for MIBR.
Now would be the time to do that boost outside of the building. You know, they're just celebrating. They're just excited about it.
Yeah.
Make that work. 6-7 here, ladies and gentlemen. 14th round, nearing the end of the half, and maybe NIP could actually come out on top if they could start to shut this down. Not that much money on the Brazilian side, so it's possible.
NIP started to have a very, very big variety of defense. 3 players at the B bomb site early this time that we've seen them stack in mid early. We saw them have 4 players at A in the previous round, trying to give a bunch of different looks to this attack.
Oh, Plopsky, that's dangerous. He somehow dinks him. Looked like he walked right into that shot. Now instead, though, I don't know. There's still plenty of time for MIBR, but they've kind of not been able to do much with the early presence over at the B ramp or B stairs. I might give it up.
When we've seen success there, it's mostly been Mayern who just finds the timing to peek in and find a one-on-one duel. He's been able to win that with a pretty decent rating. Knock with the op. Far, far back, deep. He's got Rez close with a rifle to keep some space. But MIBR not committing just yet. 45 seconds, 4 players here at A. Yeah, they have to just go with this. This is everything they've got.
They can't smoke off Knock. That's really important. And Fallen, they don't even want to smoke him off. They're just going to challenge and win. That is a massive kill when you have no smokes. If they had smokes, they probably would have just ignored him. But now instead, preemptive Molotov coming out there from the NIP side, and it's not stopping any plants so far. Lekro goes for a kill, and he's going to take down Fallen. It's not bad at all, but the bomb still gets planted. And oh, he taps away and takes down Fur. Looked like he was even holding the angle for that one. Lekro saving them in the last round, and his numbers being called again. That grenade getting lopped over, and it's Rez to finish him, but Lekro did almost all of the work again. Mayern and KMG, can they actually hold on in this 2-on-4? Only thing they have going for them is that bomb plant right now, and it's not going to be much. Lekro finding a third, and Plopsky will close out the round. NIP now tying it up 7-7.
Yeah, now going 3 straight for the Ninjas on defense. 4 players surviving in all 3 of those. So right at the end of this first half, they find a way to get plenty of money beneath them and feeling comfortable. They have a chance to take a lead in this first half. I don't think they've played a game with a lead going into the second half just yet in this tournament. So this will be a new feeling for them.
Whole new experience.
Euphoria, I think. It'll be cause for celebration.
You see, definitely. It's the first time we've seen the Brazilian fan section reacting that way.
That wasn't euphoria.
It's the opposite, yeah. Double up, though, on the NIP side here for round number 15. Oh, and that's Nork. He just ran to that, immediately taking down Taco. And there is a follow-up, though, for being aggressive, even inside of the fire to take down Lekro. But reached out, apparently, from beyond the grave and still got the kill sneaking in. He was ready, even if there's someone peeking. Nork will pick up the kill, but the bomb is really far back, and the other 2 over at B, I mean, even if they win a fight here, they don't. That's a heavy grenade, and that's going to be the end of it. Plopsky with a double kill, and NIP actually finishing in the lead.
That is a very nice recovery. 4 straight to end the half, and NIP finally going to go into the break with a bit of positivity. Will be the first lead they've had in all 4 maps they've played this weekend.
They more or less doubled the odds, if you notice. They were down to, I think, like 6-1. And
I didn't notice.
So they're doing better.
Congratulations.
Someone's enjoying it, certainly. Yeah, a lead. NIP, actually, a whole new experience, and we're happy to see it. A quick start here, not even slowing down, and Rez trying to see if he can crawl into another one. He'll get the double kill with the Glock. That's a great opening into the middle of the map. That should give them a lot of space to work with here. And it's early. They can do whatever they want now.
Look at Taco, though. He's pushed all the way down a ramp. And he's already flanking up the ladder. They're backing off this angle, so it might be difficult for him to find something, but anything that he can get, any information that he's gathering, can he figure out fast enough where they're headed to allow MIBR to have the proper stack? There's a kill. That's in middle. So Taco and Mayern, everything to do. Taco takes his time with that kill.
Yeah, now they know they've been spotted, NIP. They know they have to move quick, because otherwise, you know, the flank is just going to continue. That smoke will buy some time, and now it looks like they might try and counter boost into it. Taco's thinking about it, too. Oh, this is a wild round. He's going to jump up and try and see if he can catch one.
That's
Twist very low. Yeah, that is the bomb. And the cone almost landed on his face. I don't know if that would have been enough. 55 seconds, but now they're running back.
And they're basically running on top of each other. They know exactly where this is going. Lekro's already got the angle. What a shot from Taco. Turns that corner with the quickness. He can add another. Plopsky, narrow angle, another headshot. And Taco's pulled MIBR right back into this. He's got just one more kill to find, and it's 15 HP on Twist.
What an outrageous couple of kills. He looked like he walked right into certain death then, and he was somehow quicker. Triple kill for Taco at the moment, and now it's a really weird game, isn't it? Taco staying at A, Twist saying, I've got to run for it here.
Taco's got a kit as well, so if this plant goes down, he'll have some time when he gets over it, but it is going to be difficult. Twist is going to have a decent shot at an angle of being able to have, what, 2, maybe 3 bullets of an advantage before Taco perhaps reacts.
See, he's running quickly as well. Twist, this is going to be a close corner. He's just going to run right into it. And Taco, he just needs 1 bullet to connect, and he will have done it. And Twist is very nervous. You could absolutely tell. Oh, he somehow gets it at the end. That's what he needed. And NIP, even more of a lead. This is so close for Taco there, but...
He second-guessed himself right in that one-on-one. You could see he obviously didn't expect that angle. That caught him off guard. That was the 2 to 3 shot advantage that Twist had. But then he pulls out a nade and he decides against even that. So Taco, after such a good sequence, just second-guessing, doubting his decisions right at the end, and Twist is going to take a big victory, a much-needed victory for NIP.
Those are the sort of rounds that we just haven't seen out of NIP so far. And you see the yelling that goes on, and it's much deserved. They need to win some rounds like that, and this is a good example. Double kill, I think, early on here with the UMP for Plopsky, so they're off to a decent start in this round, too. Could be up to 10-7. That would be great.
Oh,
they 5 in a row now.
They're going to be up even bigger when all is said and done. This is a full investment from MIBR in this round, so the next round they're going to have to sit out entirely. Taco and Kanji working together. Fur's going to start rotating over as well, but just with these weapons, with no utility, no kit, it just doesn't feel like they have the tools necessary to win this round.
Almost getting it. Necro, there it is. Taking down K and G, so definitely don't have the tools, you're right. I mean, they're at the bomb site. I just don't think that really matters so much any longer. 3rd kill of the round for Plopsky with the UMP, making a decent amount of money for himself. Fur is going to be backing off, I guess. I could save the deagle and the armor and try and do something in the future.
Yeah, might as well. Doesn't hurt.
Why haven't they let us do the dart thing, Jason? That's what I want to know.
I was
be good at it.
I was just thinking in that break that I was gonna have to sit Elige down and show him how to throw some darts.
Yeah. Oh, is that your thing? Michigan, is that dart country?
We threw some darts. It's one of those games. It's like pool, right? Like you like 1 or 2 beers and you're much better at the game. You know, there's like a bell curve.
All right. I appreciate that.
I've never thrown them at chickens though.
Well, all right. Where do you need to go? Do you have to go to Iowa to experience that? Well, don't worry.
Iowa's an interesting place. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, all right.
10-7.
Trying to keep it friendly.
Back to the action.
Well, round number 18, and this is, that kind of investment for MIBR. They were obviously expecting to get a little bit more done.
Why does he look so?
I was going to say,
so wrecked.
Taking it very hard, isn't he? It's 10-7 at the moment, and you're right. He was going to get worse.
Ooh! That might be one of the more powerful deagle shots I've felt in a long time.
It's like he had that thing from No Country for Old Men.
Oh, here comes another one. The boost over. Oh, and they just busted up the stack right at the last second. Rez is going to spam back, but that would have been a phenomenal opportunity.
He just actually put him to sleep, didn't he? Well, Fur is down and out as well, but that's nice. We should get like some sort of replay of that. 3 versus 4 at the moment, and some more wall bangs are coming in. NIP slowing it down a bit, but yeah, with the speed of the MP9, just try and keep the pressure here on MIBR, and they should be cruising through the rest of this round. USPs are left. They're not nearly as impressive.
No, and there's not really anything even positive that MIBR can take from this. Maybe they get lucky, but I highly doubt that NIP is going to give them anything. No AKs at the end, no SMGs even. There's a good kill onto Knock, but still the rifles in hand, so no big loss for the Ninjas. 11-7 lead, Anders. 4 rounds ahead is NIP. Are they going to take their first map here on Vertigo?
I still just don't feel super confident about it, but it's great to see. I'm excited to see NIP do this. 4 rounds to end the half with, and then 3 to start this one off. Ooh.
That's a KO.
It's good, isn't it? I mean, the thing that they have working for them to pick up their first map here is obviously the economy of MIBR. So if they can close out this next round, it's going to be huge.
Which is what a weird thing to say after the first 3 maps that we watched from NIP. Finally, they just don't have to suffer any of the money problems for the moment. We'll see if MIBR can wrestle economic control back away from the Sweets. It's Mayern very far back in the B bomb site. He does not have any idea that boost is coming in, but no one on the stairs just yet. Delayed nade, not going to do any damage either.
It's a good sort of mirror effect of him, when they're on the T side, Mayern is playing over by the B stairs, and now on the CT side he's holding that, so he gets to be an expert on both sides, which is probably super nice. A nice synergy if you have to play both those positions.
Fur's forced a decent amount of utility out of NIP with his defense in mid. Just 1 Molotov. NIP had to use 2 to flush him out of his position, and he's still got eyes on mid, calling out that there's nothing there, but MIBR making the wrong read for the moment. Fallen still hasn't spotted anything. The smoke is really ruining his vision, but everyone's rotated away. Now he's got to call them all back. 3 players to defend the B bomb site, and this is dangerous for MIBR.
I can't believe he's just walking back with a smoke in hand. It looked like they were about to hunt him down. Some backup being hauled for. Fur really does not want to fall back from that mid, and if he does, Lekro could be walking back and maybe getting him. But they're setting up for this, and there's only 28 seconds left, and Fallen and Taco, it's all on them right now. Not going to be easy for them to hold on, especially maybe for Fallen. 1 missed op shot, and it might be over. Rez goes down, so it's a good start for Taco, and now Lekro. Did he find the timing? Trying to catch the rotation. He's going to get both incredible headshots, and still get down by first. 10 seconds left now. Nork will pick up 1, and now Twist is on the bomb plan. And Taco, I don't think he'd do much to stop it, unfortunately. It would have been a heroic effort, but...
He doesn't have the HP to go for this. He's going to try for 1 more kill, but Twist spots him out. Up on top, drop through the wall, and NIP 12-7. Going back to the first half, this is 8 rounds straight for NIP, which just feels like it's such a crazy thing to say. They have really picked up the pace here in this later stages of Vertigo. Gotta make you feel a little bit better about why they picked this map. We were scratching our head after the performance of MIBR against Liquid yesterday, losing in overtime.
Yeah, back to pistols. And NIP, it's great to see. Especially now, if it ends up at a third map, you want to see how they played then. You know, does the confidence boost actually change their style, and will they be able to do even more there?
Well, remember that third map might be a little bit of a reprieve for NIP because it's Inferno, and MIBR is not anything special on that map. They have had struggles for years on it.
They're kryptonite in many ways. It's not great. Man and KNG holding over on the one side. In fact, KNG looks like he wants to go a bit aggressive. Could prove lethal. Oh, boosting up right into their field of view. That's a great gift.
Had to take a risk somewhere. Just Fallen to defend. He can't get anything done. All the Deagle shots miss entirely, except for that final one. He does get it. But at a 13th round for NIP is you know, pretty much ensured. Not pretty much. It is ensured.
Yeah, you're not even leaving anything to chance here. There's no chance that, I don't know, the bombs are dud. They brought the wrong one.
That would be an awful feature in this game.
You wouldn't appreciate that?
No.
No. No. No way possible. Taco, I mean, he's actually doing something that he was doing yesterday against Liquid as well this round. I mean, it has less of an effect when the B defense is gone like that. But when he pushes down that ramp and is holding the forklift, that's at the end of the ramp over at A, and he just doesn't even push any further. He's just sticking around there. It's so effective because it does limit what the T's can do, and he could call it in really early. And not even pushing up. You don't. I mean, flanking them is obviously a lot of fun if you flank, you know, the whole B push. But actually, just holding it is fine, I think.
Well, that's one of those positions where the information gathered is almost the most effective thing as well. 13-7, MIBR needs. I mean, needless to say, they need to get started right now. Double op setup, Fallen and KNG, each with an AWP. They have yet to win a round on the defensive side of Vertigo.
I mean, double ops is that could be a strong way of doing it. We saw Fallen had the one up over on this side previously. Taco's gone, and that's actually a problem. Fallen had him as the bodyguard there in case they were getting a little bit too close. Now he's done already. Fur up on the high ground behind him, but do they really want to stick around? That's a very effective hit right off the bat.
Yeah, this is a lot of utility as well that NIP's used to keep this play, to negate it. All the flashbangs, the Molotovs. Fallen is going to stick around. He wants to create something, and that was the peak he wanted. One more kill. Close up. Fallen's not getting away. He's got to stand his ground, but Fur's got twist from behind. Keeps the space for the op to fall back into a 3-on-3 and all 6 players on this side of the map.
I really can't believe that he made it back. Fur is the hero so far, at least for saving him, because he was absolutely going to get traded then.
I can't believe no one's keeping eyes on this position from Fur.
He's just hanging out right now. If they walk in around this corner, if Plopsky walks into it, especially because he has the bomb, then that's going to be rough. Do they have anything to flash him with? He's going to go for the peek, and that's an easy kill for Fur. The bomb drops down, and, well, now it's 40 seconds, but might be a bit of an advantage here. He goes back for more, and Nok will take him down this time. 35 seconds. Lekro sneaking close to the site. They still need to pick up that bomb, and they don't want to run out of time here. Fallen crouched behind the smoke, and Lekro's waiting for it to disappear, hoping to find someone on the other side. Now they're going to be doubling up. 25 seconds. Now everybody's inside of the smoke, and noise is being made. Lekro goes down, and that's a lot of trouble now for Nok. How do you bring this one back?
You have to hope and pray that MIBR thinks the bomb was grabbed to go back towards the B bomb site. It's not the case. They're sticking around. 10 seconds left, and you've got to just plant it at this point. Here comes MIBR. They don't even care if it's a fake. They want to get the angles. They want to have them boxed in, and they do it. MIBR, their first round in this second half. Life left in them. 8-13. That's a tough win, though. That's 3 players going down. That's the bong being planted in a victory. NIP is going to be fine with that.
I'm so shocked that they managed to get away, especially Fallen. Everything about that scenario looked like it was going to be just crumbling on top of them.
Yeah, I'm amazed that he was able, not just to get away, but Fur was able to get a second kill in that position as well and keep them in the round. That seemed like they were on the verge of just collapsing. They've got to sustain, though. They've got to build upon that. 5 rounds back. Kanji would love that peak.
They have 5 creeks here. You've got to be a little bit careful. He sees it. That's a double shot. Oh, dear. Knocked down, low on health. That's not great.
Yeah, 1 picked at A, 1 picked at B, and as you said, knocked down to 6 HP. That is NIP on the back foot very quickly. Double up setup just worked perfect in this round.
Attempted mid-control for Lecro. It's not a bad idea if you can get this. Maybe you can split one of the bomb sites. Looks like B is where they're headed. But they're already 2 men down, and last one very, very soft on health. Molotov back there, and looks like he's going to go straight for the fight. Man, sometimes... my fire will catch him.
It looked like he thought the pot... Ooh, good peek from Taco. He jumps up. He's got a triple kill. I have to imagine Mayern thought that they might have already been up the stairs when the Molotov comes in. Instead of going to the right, he forces his way forward towards the bomb boxes, and the fire just spreads. So that's unfortunate, but a good recovery from Taco. Big thing there is that double up setup, not only the 2 kills, but Fallen's able to just be perched on this ramp the entire round. They knew there was never presence at the A bomb site. Plenty of players able to stack up at B. 13-9 in a timeout called.
They were very excited.
The background noise of all the yelling is fantastic.
Yeah, you like the ambience. 13-9. So NIP is still in the lead, still looking pretty decent. Their economy started to drop low, which is obviously
they've had trouble digging themselves out of this hole, to put it lightly. The economic holes have been the toughest ones for them. But the nice thing is they have so much money, right? They've been able to buy. This is the 3rd time they've been able to buy this is the 3rd round of a losing streak. So the losing bonus is building up while they're still able to be dangerous and still able to fight for rounds. Oh, Taco, if he stuck up with that spray, he might have just had a blind double kill. But that's a lot of utility that he saw coming and did not want to take the risk.
You know, NIP was setting up smokes and flashes from T-spawn to try and... I think they wanted to be much quicker than this, but that smoke that they all stopped behind, that Taco almost shot them all through, that was from MIBR. So that was just a way of shutting them down and saying, you're not doing anything here. So that's not bad.
It's a nice detail, but what's worrying is I think MIBR feeling the pressure. Taco already out of nades. Fallen already out of nades. Mayern down to just 1 flashbang. They do not have a lot to work with. It's just got to be straight up fights. Fallen on top of that barrel provides a different angle for someone who wants to peek. Oh, he's burning. That is a hell of a smoke from a teammate.
Taco going down, and Fur will drop next, and I think Fallen almost got wall banged, so he just has to back on out. They might just have to save this right now.
Was that like 2 blind kills through smoke for NIP? And even the damage on the Fallen was through a smoke as well, so they just get a freebie. 14-9, and they get to continue fighting, continue buying as well. They do not get broken.
What a time to have this kind of a win for the Swedes. This is what they need at the moment. And MIBR making a quick call, though, to not fight for this, to not risk the economy. And that's important. Fallen can drop, KNG can drop in the upcoming round, and then they'll be fine. But 14-9, though. It looked like it was close. You're right, it looked like Taco was going to at least maybe get 1 shooting through the smoke there.
Yeah. I think he was just way too worried about them coming up out on the left side of the smoke that he didn't want to take the risk. So MIBR, that lead stretches once again for NIP. Just 2 rounds away from taking their first map at Blast Premier. And living to fight on Inferno, the 3rd map in this series.
Yeah.
Where do these kills come in? Okay, so there's some damage on the Fallen. Rez is able to pick 1 off. I'm not sure if that was through the smoke, but at least one of those was through a smoke.
Which is kind of a classic scenario on this map, isn't it?
Yeah, you do see this quite frequently. 14-9. Still a triple up setup now for MIBR. Mayern's got 1 over at the B bomb site. He's all alone, so look at this. 4 players aggressive from MIBR. They want to put a stop to this. Good kill from KNG. A better flashbang from Fur provides an easy target, but no one's watching for that. Taco, the double kill. Another flashbang from Fur.
This was exactly the same style for NIP as it was the last round. They still came through the smoke, and they were just flashed. That first flashbang that came off really, really wrecked them, and they never really recovered. 2 versus 5. I don't know how you do this.
I mean, well, now that they see the AWP on Mayern, right? They know one's on Fallen, they know one's on KNG, and now they know there's 3 ops in play. I don't think you have a whole lot of tactics planned out for 3 ops, so we'll see what NIP pulls out in the next round. Hard part is usually, I mean, in theory, you'd want to do something fast, right? Get into a bomb site, force those ops into a retake. But there's enough money on MIBR's side that they can buy the Molotovs, the smokes, the flashbangs. We've seen them more than willing to dump utility to slow down these hits.
Nork is so flashed when he's in that corner waiting. Oh. Yeah, this is...
That's a transfer and a half.
...2019 and 2020 Taco is just... wild, you know, compared to support Taco of the old days. It's fun to see.
Yeah, it really is fun to see. He's had a few more games where he's been able to kind of be the driving force for this MIBR team during their struggles, which is fantastic.
Triple AWP. 4 rounds behind.
And again, another round for NIP at the breaking point. They've invested everything. Plopsky's got the most money in the bank for the Ninjas at $200. If they lose this round, MIBR have a real chance at running this back.
Well, it's time to find out here. If MIBR could regain control of this map, and especially if they could bring it all the way back and win it 16-14, that would be very hard for NIP to swallow. I think they've just started to enjoy the feeling of actually having a little bit of success here. Bomb is dropped far back on this one, and they're just figuring out where to go.
And the 3 ops, 1 at B, 1 at A, and 1 in middle. No matter where NIP choose to go, they're going to have an op in their face. They've got plenty of smokes. They've got 3 of them. But they've got to make that utility count because it's not like they're sitting on a whole lot. 3 flashbangs, 3 smokes, 2 Molotovs for the rest of the round.
And unlike in previous round, Mayan actually has a smoke in case he gets Molotoved, right? That can be life-saving in some scenarios here.
I think it's one of the benefits of having the AWP at this bomb site is he throws it deep.
And I'm not sure about that. I feel like that's making a big assumption, isn't it? And it's at 50 seconds.
I wonder if maybe he was trying to show that there could be some delayed aggression towards the stairs with that smoke and setting up the flashbang, maybe just slow things down, but certainly utility he might have been able to use in the future. Fur is now in that position in the back corner. 2 players at B, Fallen rotating over as well, so 2 ops at this bomb site. We'll see how good the smokes and the utility are for the Ninjas.
One of the Molotovs didn't do anything. I think it went up in the air, so there's not a lot of pressure on Fur. They line up for Mayan, and that's a 2-for-1. Lekro will go down, will get a kill instead, but it's just not enough. These AWPs, you just can't cross that line, can you? And KNG waiting in the middle probably should have been a kill right there. Don't think it matters. 10 seconds here for Rez, and he's going to go back for seconds. Wow. I don't even know. NIP, I mean, they needed even more grenades. Silly as it seems, but...
They did put him out. There was just 1 gap for Mayer. He does go down, and that's not even necessarily a bad thing. You've had, what, 2 to 3 rounds with a triple up setup, and now you just naturally get a shift away from it without having to toss an op out of your hands. Nice defense, and MIBR rotating in a perfect position just in time. Back to just 2 ops, and only Glocks for the NIP side.
Yeah, all grouped up, the rest of them here. Trying to see if maybe they could, again, like, just run someone down, find a rifle, try and see if we could do some sort of action, but they're making it quick and lining themselves up for rather nicely. I think he was at the end,
fully blind. His eyeballs were burnt out of the sockets. 14-12. NIP not out of it just yet, and if you thought their weekend was heartbreaking leading into this map, losing this one after the lead that they've had.
I mean, they finished the last half winning 4 in a row. They started this run winning 5 in a row, so it's 9 rounds that you've just put together. And if it then somehow that's not enough, yeah. But I will say this, I mean, if nothing else, and it's not even really close yet, but this is the sort of stuff where NIP can go back and look at it and say, okay, well, here are things that are working. Like, we can actually do this. That's encouraging all on its own.
Yeah, they've had way more positive signs on this map, certainly. Round 27 coming in hot. NIP's invested Krieg on knock AK-47s around it, and they still haven't figured out a solution for the multitude of AWPs that MIBR is bringing out on this defense. Fallen and KNG and even Mayern once with the AWP have just been raining down death.
They just need a bit of a break here, NIP. Just one good entry somewhere, make that 4-on-5, and then try and make a decision afterwards. Popsky, this is unbelievably quick. Did he see Ivan? He saw just the fact that he knows is huge, but he stands up at the wrong time, and Plopsky will win the fight, and that could almost be the round. I mean, the bomb is far away. Fur running onto the bomb site, but he's not going to win the fight either, and that's what NIP needed.
We've been asking all day yesterday during their series in the first map of this one for players to be aggressive and assertive, and Plopsky just walks his way into the bomb site. Good no-scope from Fallen as he comes in. Almost a connection. And MIBR's fine throwing all of this away because they have so much cash. They have so much money, and NIP's going to be on 15, so no reason to save it. One more round for NIP to take their first map.
I think Mayan is going to be really annoyed because Plopsky, like, he knew, and Plopsky didn't even know that he had got spotted, I think. So, should have been probably some sort of advantage there.
That's a fight where Mayan just says, I had the advantage there. You can see Zeus even just giving a pat on the shoulder.
It's like, yeah, that'll happen.
He had the right read, and he spotted it all out, just couldn't win the fight. Another timeout, and Threat getting hyped up finally.
I love that. Get them, I mean, it's going to take some catching up to if you want to get to Sue's level, but it's got to start somewhere.
Zeus has had way more things to get hyped about in his defense.
It's true. 15-12. Map point for NIP. Just need to get one of the next 3 rounds and things will be just fine. And if not, I don't know psychologically what will happen.
That would be a hard one to recover from. MIBR going to try and force OT on Vertigo again. Here we go. Mayern and KNG. This time they want to get aggressive. Look how they've switched things up. KNG's got to be careful. Gave away his position with the ult, but Plopsky equally. How do you challenge? There is a small gap in the top corner of that smoke, and this is a weird off angle for. They line up. He's got a double. Big kill for Nock to get.
He didn't even have any backup there, did he? It was just him. So he can't escape. He can't follow up with anything. It's either that or he just goes down really quickly. So what a play. A bit of an all-in from his point of view.
Just, I mean, nothing unusual for Fur.
No, really.
He's been bringing out that style for a long time. Mayern's going to be close up to spot things towards the staircase, and KNG peering towards mid, but he can very quickly jump up into that window to provide support. The question is, when does Mayern spot this? He's committed. As soon as he sees it, he's got no other option but to fight. Fallen's here as well.
Really gets that play. That's very important, but the Molotov will burn him out. That's not bad. NIP somehow back in the lead now. 2-on-1. Finding that bomb. Just Plopsky a little bit worried. You could see, and Taco with the flank. I think he's been spotted. No, maybe not yet. He's trying for it, and now they're going to make a run for it. Saying we're not even going to try and fight. Just go to that A-bomb side, and Taco, oh, he's running. This is brave. They could stop and hide in a corner at any point. The smoke even to block him off. This is what a turnaround for NIP. Can they actually win this finally here and avoid that overtime? Taco looking up, and he's already been spotted. Gets tagged a lot down to low health, 33. Molotov maybe forcing one out, but he needs to do a lot right here. The flashbang means he can't even get the kill. This is so well played for NIP. Smoke goes up. He has a kit, but are they going to allow him to stay in there for 5 seconds? I mean, there's nowhere to be. He's up on top, jumping down. He immediately comes off, and yeah, there's nothing. They've got him crossfired in, Taco. We've seen some great plays out of him, but this is way too much to ask for. And NIP playing patiently, 16-12, and the Swedes have done it, winning a map and bringing us on to map number 3. You've got to give him this. This is really well played.
Yeah, you definitely do. I mean, especially at the end of the first half. Remember, they went on like a 9-round run if you consider the last 4 rounds of the first half, and this